Hi, this is Tommy with Parts Hound. Today we're going to be showing you how to repair cracks in plastic so they don't break off again. People like to just put glue on them or any type of adhesive and call it good. Well, I have come up with a different technique, and this is for a friend of mine, Adam in Poland. He has a 70 Challenger he's working on, and his heater control as the mounting tab broke off. I'm going to first show you on this one. This is a 70 Challenger inner radio bezel. You can see this does have a crack that went all the way through. What I ended up doing was just using super glue, the gel kind, just to hold it together. You want it just to hold together. Your clamps don't work while you're doing this, so if you can at least get some type of glue to keep it together. And I also use another type called Loctite 420. This is water, but it's very fast and very strong. It melts the plastic together. So if you wanted to use that, you could use that instead of the super glue. Next is some wire. This is called piano wire. This is 32 thousandths. I get 3 in a small bundle. I buy them at the local hardware store. What we're going to do is basically cut a piece, and we're going to melt it across the crack. We want to bend to 90. You can't just take take a piece of wire, cut it, and then try to heat it up and hold it. So you need to put a 90 degrees so that you can hold it, which is what I've done right here. Get rid of this little piece of tape that's on there. Okay, Adam, pay close attention. You're going to do this for yourself. Take a propane torch. Hold it on the end. What I want to do is get it red hot. And what you're going to do when it gets red hot is push it across the crack. Okay, we're hot. Don't stand over if you don't want to breathe it. Try to push it into the plastic. It'll cool fairly fast. What you want to do is squish some of the plastic around it so it becomes embedded into the plastic. Here's the crack. I'm still across it. And when this cools, we're going to cut this off with a little sanding disc from a Dremel. You don't want to twist or bend, it'll pop right back out of the plastic, so you take and cut that off. We're going to put one more across this. I'd do the front too, but it's got these special details in it with these in grain, and I can't get these lines to turn out flat. What we're going to end up doing then when we're done, but let's do one more across that other section. "90 degree. Heat it up. Okay, we're hot. Now, let's say I didn't get it in fast enough and it cooled down. Don't panic. Just go back. Flame comes up because you're burning a little plastic off. Get it hot again. Now this is piano wire. It will break after 3 or 4 times of doing this because it's thin wire. See, I'm pushing plastic over that thin wire. You don't want to push so hard it goes through the plastic. Then you got a hole on the backside. Okay, now you've actually stitched a piece across the crack to keep it stronger. So we'll let that cool. Let that go like that. Back to this piece. I had to actually make a corner, taking one off of another junk piece. This one was totally busted out. The mounting screw, and you tighten it and you loosen it, you'll break that thing right off. I use just structural adhesive, and I'll show you. I'll bend a piece of wire and show you how we're going to go around the corner. I don't have any wire in that one. Do one that way, and we do one that way. Remember, I need something to hold on to. So that's going to be like that. And it's going to go like this. Across a corner. Because the crack is right here, I sand a piece to fit. You're going to make it all as tight as you can and fit across. And we're going to be able to go like that. Now the tricky part is to get this all hot all the way around. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's already cool. We're going to do something different. We're going to cut some of it off to help myself. It's cool if I can touch it. Okay, go at it again. A little long on the one side. Get it hot. Go back where you were before. It's trying to melt into the plastic adhesive, which is giving me a little bit of a hard time. And I probably made the wire a little big. I'm just trying to show you principle as to what you need to do. There we go. And that's going around the corner. Sometimes you got to make an S, you got to make difficult pieces of wire in order to be able to bond into where this is a nice straight section. That'd be 90. This would be a straight section with a 90-degree piece. And then what you're going to do is sand this with a Dremel and cut that off. We can turn this off for now. Let's take a Dremel tool. And hopefully, yes, right in the end. I got my cutoff wheel. Safety glasses right here. I'm being reminded by my camera guy. Yeah, you're going to make a little bit of a cut into the plastic. There. You get rid of it. Okay. Now, I sometimes try to clean up the plastic. Just to get a smoother surface. Don't go nuts. You're going to start unburying the plastic that's embedded into the, unburying the metal piece, I mean. See, that one didn't quite go in as far as it should. You can see most of it, but it's still down in there. Alright, piece of cardboard. JB Weld plastic bonder, high strength. You can use this. I like using this for finish. This is structural. This is not. This is SEM bumper repair 2-part plastic. This is great for painting, for forming, for finishing and filling, but it doesn't hold anything. This would. I think in this instance I'm going to use the structural stuff. Gotta be careful, it comes out fast. Pull the plungers back out. Twist that. Get a toothpick. 2-part epoxy. This sets up in about 15 minutes. That's about as long as I want. I like to keep moving on stuff, so I try to find products that go faster. Adam, you still with me? I hope so. I haven't lost you yet. And try not to be too sloppy. It just gives you more work in sanding. But you want to cover it really well. On the back side. And force it in there. Okay, here's a little trick that I do to help me in cleanup. Ivan, back up a second. Let me get to my paper towels. take a Q-tip, O'Reilly's Carbon Choke Cleaner. This is the only choke cleaner that I know of that I have found has no oil in it. It's a great cleaner. When you just lightly, and you may have your own tricks. I'm just showing you how to make this thing structural so that you know that it's going to survive and stay together. Of course, then you got to finish this in black. I use